Good morning, everyone. My name is Carissa Choco, and I'll be going through your briefing today. Before we start off, I do want to start by saying that we will be doing another live briefing tomorrow at 11 a.m. I did forget to update this first main slide, but we will be doing a live briefing tomorrow, and we will be continuing to email out the briefing twice a day throughout the weekend as well. Okay, so let's get started. So we are expecting some snow showers on Friday, and then we have another potential for light snow on Sunday. And those are going to be our two main events that we're going to be focusing on. We will also see wind chills dropping into the single digits Monday morning and then Sunday night, and then we will likely have gale conditions Sunday into early Monday for the marine side. With our weather pattern right now, it is breezy a little bit this morning, and we had that front move through a while ago. So we're in between this high pressure down to the south and low pressure up to the northeast. Friday, we're going to have a little bit of like a warm front approach this area, and this approaching low pressure system will move towards our area, which will provide these snow showers. Saturday, temps will be near the seasonal norm, and ahead of that next cold front that we're going to be watching, which will be just north of the Great Lakes, that on Sunday will move through the area, which could provide some additional light snow accumulation. And then Monday, we'll have high pressure move back into the area, which will cause us to be quite chilly. With the snow possible on Friday, this is what we're expecting for our snow totals, which is going to be less than an inch, mostly just a dusting to less than an inch for the majority of the northern area, especially going to be the Virginia Piedmont area is where we could see this dusting. And this is going to be from Friday morning into the Friday afternoon and maybe even the evening. And we are confident that there is going to be snow showers, but there is not going to be a lot of accumulation. It's going to be very low, which is why we're only going to see a dusting for most of the area and maybe a little bit more than a dusting, accumulation still less than an inch, closer in the Piedmont. For our probabilities, we do see that this on the left, this is going to be a chance of a light dusting on Friday. It's pretty likely. We are expecting it. Most of the models are showing some sort of light dusting, especially for the Piedmont, like I mentioned, but even up to Richmond, about half of the models are showing that Richmond could see some dusting. However, down towards Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads and Northeast North Carolina, we're not expecting any snowfall. The probability of 1 inch, it is a lot lower. As I mentioned, we're not expecting it to reach an inch, but we could maybe see close to it out in the Piedmont areas. Timing out when this is going to fall, we do have the higher chance of precipitation going to be from about 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And it will likely be snow. We could see a little bit of a snow rain mix, specifically in the south of the area, or the south of the area. Now looking towards Sunday, we're still fine tuning this. We don't have we don't have too high of confidence of what's going to happen yet, but we do have a moderate confidence of some minor impacts impacting travel. This is going to be pretty much all day Sunday as well, so Sunday into Sunday evening. And this is actually going to be more focused towards the northern half of the area. Looking at our probabilities of 1 inch on the left again, we can see that starting at Richmond, 40%, that's almost half of our model showing that we could see an inch of snow in Richmond. But the further north you get, as you get closer into Caroline County, it does increase where about 2/3 of the models are showing an inch of snow. Recently, the Maryland Eastern Shore has increased, So we're now expecting that it'll likely see an inch of snow on the Maryland Eastern Shore side. And then again, as we get down further south, southeast Virginia, northeast North Carolina, it's not looking too likely, but about 1 in 10 models do show that chance of 1 inch of snow. For the probability of 2 inches, it does drop off pretty significantly, not expecting 2 inches across the area. Again, the far northern counties could see a little bit higher chance of that 2 inches, with about 50% of the models showing 2 inches. So we are going to be continuing to fine tune this. By this afternoon briefing, we should be able to have an expected snowfall amount, with the next email briefing. Timing this out, like I mentioned, it is going to be pretty much all day Sunday. It could even start late Saturday night and then last into about 12 or 3 p.m. On Sunday. And these temperatures are going to play a big factor in this, where we could see some rain and snow mix with it, as we are expected to get above freezing in some areas, or really close to freezing in these areas that are expected to exceed that snow, which would definitely play an impact on snowfall amounts. But behind it, you can see that these temperatures are going to drastically drop off. So if any of that precipitation does hang on into the afternoon, it will freeze. So like I just mentioned, we are expecting cold wind chills in the single digits Sunday night into Monday. This is our wind chill right here on the left. You can see the single digits from starting after 6 p.m. to after the sun rises. And that is going to be because we're going to have these pretty gusty winds on Sunday. So we could see gusts up to upper 30s, maybe even 40 miles per hour on Sunday afternoon. It'll especially be windy in the afternoon. Briefly talking about looking at the next 7 days after we see that really cold weather. On Monday, we are going to warm back up to more seasonal Tuesday and Wednesday and remaining dry. For our 8 to 14 day outlook, we are expected to have above normal temperatures favored late next week and near to below normal precip chances. Switching gears a little bit to the marine side of things, we are expecting gale conditions Sunday into Monday, as you can see with this significant marine hazard risk. And then beyond that, we do have some elevated wind gusts remaining this afternoon. So right now we are seeing the peak winds that over the next couple of days, or really over today, tomorrow, and Saturday. And they are gusty northeast winds, but they will be dropping off as we continue through this afternoon. Then here we can see that we are expecting those winds to ramp back up with that system Sunday afternoon into Monday, and we could have gusts up to 40 knots out of the northeast again. And waves will continue to decrease as the wind decreases today, and they'll remain below 3 feet for Friday and Saturday, and then they'll increase back up to 5 to 7 feet with the increased winds on Sunday again. Here, our highest waves are still about 5 to 7 feet for both significant and occasional wave height. So that concludes our briefing for today. Thank you.